The most dangerous inmate in San Quentin Prison, San Quentin State Prison, a place where time barely moves. More than 600 inmates sit on death row in California, yet executions stopped in 2006. Among all those names, one still sends a chill through history: Charles Mills Manson. He was not the one who held the knife that night, but every blade moved because of him. But he was something far more dangerous. Charles Manson was born on November 12, 1934, in Cincinnati, Ohio. His mother was just 16 years old, an alcoholic. She was unstable and absent-minded. At one point, she reportedly traded her baby for a pitcher of beer. From the beginning, Manson was unwanted. His childhood was spent drifting through foster homes, boys' schools, and reform institutions. There was no safety, no affection, no structure. By the age of 32, Manson had already spent more than half his life behind bars. Prison built the monster. Prison didn't just punish Manson, it trained him. Behind bars, he learned how people think, how they break, how they follow. He studied body language, fear, insecurity, and need. He learned that real power doesn't come from violence. It comes from control. In 1967, Charles Manson was released from prison. He walked straight into the heart of San Francisco's counterculture era, a time of lost youth, rebellion, drugs, and spiritual searching. Manson offered answers. He preached love, freedom, and enlightenment. But beneath it all was manipulation. He gathered a group of young followers, mostly women. They called themselves the Family. To them, Manson wasn't just a leader. Manson believed the world was headed toward a violent race war. He called it helter-skelter. In his mind, chaos would destroy society, and when it ended, he and his followers would rise from the ashes to rule. But Manson believed the war wasn't happening fast enough, so he decided to start it himself, and that was the moment when everything was going to be changed. On night August 8, 1969, Manson sent 4 followers to a home in Benedict Canyon, Los Angeles. Inside was actress Sharon Tate, 8 months pregnant. She begged for her unborn child's life. It didn't matter, she was stabbed 16 times. 5 people were brutally murdered that night. The word pig was written in blood on the front door. The next night, another couple was killed. Manson didn't commit the murders himself. He didn't need to. His followers believed they were doing God's work: trial, control, and conviction. In 1970, Charles Manson stood trial. He carved an X into his forehead. His followers copied him outside the courtroom. It wasn't madness, it was theater. In 1971, Manson was convicted of 7 murders and sentenced to death. 1 year later, California abolished the death penalty. His sentence became life in prison. Manson was denied parole 12 times. He never showed remorse. He never admitted guilt. To the end, he believed he was misunderstood. On November 19, 2017, Charles Manson died in a prison hospital at the age of 83. He had spent 48 years incarcerated. Charles Manson did not kill with his own hands. He killed with ideas. He proved something terrifying. The most dangerous weapon in the world is not a gun or a knife. It is a broken mind that knows how to control others. This is not just a story about murder. It is a warning about blind loyalty, about charismatic lies, about what happens when people stop thinking and start following. Charles Manson is gone, but the lesson he left behind should never be forgotten.